Hi guys, welcome to our daily encounter. One of the things I like about our reading plan is the fact that the book of Proverbs is spread out throughout the year. And because the book of Proverbs speaks so much about the tongue and our speech and our words, it allows us to be reminded of these things periodically throughout the year. And such is the case with our reading today. In Proverbs chapter 18, verses 20 and 21, it says, "With the fruit of a man's mouth, his stomach will be satisfied. He will be satisfied with the product of his lips. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruit." And so here, he's using a wonderful metaphor for the tongue, for the words that we speak, because he talks about the fruit of a man's mouth. With the fruit of a man's mouth, his stomach will be satisfied. He will be satisfied with the product of his lips, which is speaking about the mouth in the opposite way that we typically think. We think that fruit goes into our mouth and satisfies our stomach, and that it's produce that goes into our mouth and therefore satisfies us, satisfies our hunger. But here he's saying it's the things that come out of our mouths that is the true fruit, and it's what comes out of our mouths that is the product that really satisfies. And so it shows us that our words can bring satisfaction. It can satisfy even the deepest parts of our being. If we're using our tongue correctly, if we're speaking wise words, it can lead us into a satisfied life. And so it's not really the food that comes into our mouths that satisfy us, but it's the words that come out of our mouth that can satisfy and give us full life. But verse 21 gives us a warning. It says, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruit." So yes, there's some good that comes out of the use of the tongue. It can lead to a satisfied life if used properly. But we also have to be warned that death and life are in the tongue. And if we really love the tongue, if we really love talking a lot and using lots of words, just be careful, because we're going to eat the fruit of those words. And so the idea here is that just as the mouth can take in things that are good and that satisfy, but also can bring in things that are poisonous and can destroy and bring death, so that which comes out of the mouth can do the same. Out of our mouth can come things that will bring blessing into our lives, that will bring satisfaction in our lives, but also things can come out of our mouths that brings death into our lives, death of relationships, maybe even physical death if we really use our tongue in the wrong way. But it basically leads to negative consequences. And so we have to be very careful what comes out of our mouth. And whatever comes out of our mouth, we're going to eat the fruit of those words. And so let's be warned today, be encouraged today, first off, by our reading to say, you know what, I'm going to use gracious, loving, kind words that will benefit those that I speak to, but that will also benefit my own life and bring me into a satisfied state. And I'm going to avoid using words and saying things that bring death, that bring destruction, things that are hurtful, that destroys relationships, and that ultimately damages myself. And that's an attitude that we can all have, and something that we can take into our lives as we do our reading today in the book of Proverbs. So let's reflect on these things and think about them as we do our reading today. And with that, guys, I do thank you for watching the video today. Hope you guys have a great day. Love you guys. God bless.